What is up, guys? Brandon here, and today we're going to be looking at lines and spots for Saint Marie du Mont. This is honestly one of my favorite maps to play. I love it. It's small. The engagements are quick, and there's some really good pinpoint spots here. This is the map itself. As you can see, we spawned kind of in the bottom right corner. This map very much plays to the traditional Call of Duty gameplay of just 3 lanes figuring it out. So first off, we'll go right here to start. This right here is a major choke point of the game. It's an obvious route that a lot of people take. What you can do in terms of lines of sight, what you'll see is that there's that spot up there, which is the house. This is the house in mid for Saint Marie du Mont. So what you'll see is you can see right in the doorway there. And then if you come over here, you're kind of blocked off on that doorway, but you still have kind of a good entryway. And it's a good spot to set up and kind of post up, because what you'll see is you're countering this spot here. And the people on the other side of this wall can't see the person sitting right here. So you're countering that power position. So you'll come through here and you'll end up on the back street, on the back side of the street here. And you can't see all the way across. They have the buses and trucks lined up so that those lines of sight are taken out off of there. So coming out of this major choke point, again, nothing's seen here. You have 2 ways of going. You can go down the main kind of almost middle area, or you can come through the house and work a flank. So what you'll see here is you've got this middle street. Not really a whole lot going on here, just a lot of mid cuts. A lot of cuts into different ways of getting around the map. This is the far back of the map, and right in this building is a cut through the middle, so we'll go that way. You can go up here in this building. Up top, there's one window you can snipe out of, which is a counter sniping position for both there and there. Sometimes people like to hide on these cars, and what you'll see is there's a lot of people that come through an opening right there. So that's the house. It'll plop you right in the middle. This is the restaurant. So what this is a lot of people will take this route. They'll go from either there, or even cut from there, come up in here, because you see you have a direct line of sight to that kind of like left area here. And then you also have a window here to cover that, and to cover that. And this leads to the cut here. This whole restaurant leads to this little power position we were talking about. So if you climb out this window, you drop down onto the main street. This is the main middle street. From what I've seen, a lot of people can sit right here. They'll sit on the barrels. So right here you have a choice. There's an obvious mid-cut right there, which is what we were talking about in sniping over there. I'm going to go through the house here. This is considered the farmhouse. It has an upstairs to it, and it has a downstairs. The upstairs overlooks the main street. You can see into the restaurant, both the doorway and the window, and you can see across into the opposite window there. And this is actually a really good spot, because if you stop right here, you cut off that. So this back here is a spawn. This is the farm lot. This is part of the spawning area. This whole area, like from that corner all the way over to where we spawned over there, can be a spawn. In the back here, you have 2 ways. You can go here and shorten up your route to the middle, or you can go through the barn here. Right here, you see a gate. You can either go through this spot here, which counters out there, or you can come down the street, head glitch on the barrels, stuff like that. One of the things you have to be careful for, this corner right here. People people will come running around this corner. And this is a key point in Call of Duty in general. If you jump shot here and take your time, you'll win a gunfight easy. You'll get an easy kill. So now you're given two choices. Again, you can either go through the main gate there, or you can go through this side gate. You can't get back here, which is why sniping to the door doesn't really make sense. But people will hide here if you're coming from that way. So there's that spot. It just lengthens your run a little bit to here, where this gate is. That gate also eliminates you from having to run across this whole open area. But what it does is it gives you a sight down the main street. Or, I say main street, it's like that side street leading to the back spot. Right here you have a barrel. You can see all the way across into those barrels. And then right there you have Main Street and the top window of the restaurant. This is kind of an easy choke point as well. It's not as good. It's not as trafficked, in my opinion, as the opposite side of the map, where you had the restaurant opening and everything, but it's still a good area. Then you have this mid-cut right through here. Now you're on Main Street again. Right here, you're given two options. Again, you can go through the barn house, which is what a lot of people do, or you can just come up this mid-cut here. There, the barn will place you right here, and boom, you're in spawn once again. Good map. I like the map in general. It really takes me back to my classic Call of Duty days. All right, so let's start with this right side here, off of this spawn. The obvious lines of sight, like I said before, right here, down the mid-street, leading to Main Street. Up here you can see all the way to that back hay bale. People will sit there. Here, really good grenade spot that I'll do here. Throw that there. I'll show you where it ended up. Right there. Did you see the smoke? It ended up right in the gateway, which is a really good nade. You can also counter that pretty well. The opposite side works really well on the right side as well. Just lob it up there. That one went all the way back, but you get what I'm saying. Another good spot off of this spawn is right here. Sometimes people don't notice that you're just sitting right here. What people will do is they'll come rushing around that corner because it's just as blind to them as it is to you. So what they'll do is they'll rush. If you take your time, wait for them to come, easy kill right there. Right here is a pretty good spot because you can come back. If you know they're going to be right there, and people will spawn right here, easy enough, right? A lot of this map is just maneuverability, knowing where people are going to be. That's really all this map is. You can use this as a head glitch pretty well, right there. Or you can use it as kind of one here. I'd rather you be able to try and get into there, but yeah. You can climb up these sandbags as I showed before to get up into here. This is a great flank route for the restaurant because a lot of the times people will be in the windows looking for people, especially right here. Because right here, this line of sight, you see all the way back there. And that's a pretty long way. In this area here, you have a good line of sight right there into that window. And as you can see, that window was able to get you to there. But if they can see you, you can see that. This line of sight will give you all the way to that kind of like back area, off to the left, I guess it is, with the windmill. For the windmill, grenade spots right here. Landed right in that back area. Landed right in front of the hay bale, right here. This is a major traffic zone. Major traffic area right here. Because you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ways people can get right here. And a lot of people utilize this spot. Easy. It's a cake spot to kill people. And vice versa. So if you're coming from like right here, if you're coming from the hay bale, plop it right there. You saw where it went off. It went off like right in here. Again, another big area because people can come from 1, 2, 3, 4 areas here. Just some major entry area. Lines of sight here, you can see into the middle. There. Right here. Not really a whole lot you can see there. If you move over, you can see into the courtyard for the restaurant. This mid-cut is used a lot by people in terms of maneuverability. And that nade that I showed you earlier that plopped right here will be able to tag them if they come out there. So what you've got here from this flank route is you've got two ways of seeing. You've got the barn, which you can see all the way back into there, or you've just got the main alley, which you can see kind of the same spot, just less of an opening, I guess. That is the lines and spots for Sainte Marie du Mont. Thanks for watching, guys. If you guys have any other videos that you want to see, let me know in the comments down below. Just as a quick heads up, a couple of announcements here. First off, I do have a Patreon account. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check that out. We've been streaming to Twitch a lot on the weekends. If you want to visit that, mostly it's been Fortnite, but if you want to check out our streaming, link will also be in the description. Let me know any other videos that you want to see, any other games you want me to play. Leave it down in the comments below, and I will do my best to get to them. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Peace.